Hey, my name's Kelsey Nell. What I'm doing today is just a basic overview, just so you can know what each regimen does and you can give that basic recommendations to people when they talk to you. So first I'm going to start off with Soothe. So Soothe is our regimen that is specifically for sensitive, irritated skin and facial redness. So if you're talking to someone and they say, I just have really sensitive skin, I'd love to try your products, however I don't think that my skin will react fine to them. I always break out if I use it, or just whatever their reasoning is. If their skin's too sensitive, this is the regimen for them. Tell them we have something that can actually fix that. So Soothe, what it does, it's sensitive enough for people like that, but it's actually strengthening their skin and it's building up their lipid barriers to be able to handle our other regimens, which aren't, I wouldn't say that they're hard on people's skin by any means, but some people just have really sensitive skin, and for them, this is where they'll want to start. So inside of Soothe, you will see the gentle wash. Number 2 is a sensitive skin treatment. 3 is the moisture replenishment cream. And 4 is an SPF. You'll see all these regimens come with an SPF because it's super important and a very key ingredient to all of your skincare regimens. You should always be wearing an SPF. So let's start with the gentle cream wash. This is going to be really easy on their skin because we're talking about people with sensitive skin here. It's not an exfoliator. This is really going to calm their skin, and it's going to clean it to be able to start the rest of the regimen, to get all the dirt off so that their skin can absorb the next 2 products. So following that is the sensitive skin treatment. I love this bottle, and I personally use this for so many things. A little goes a long way. So I use this for my kids, for example, if they get rashes, sunburns. This works really well for. My husband will use it for his razor burn. There's just a lot of different things that this can really come in handy for. And the 3rd step is the moisture replenishment cream. And this is extremely moisturizing. So people with sensitive skin tend to be on the dry end of the spectrum, and this will really help moisturize their skin. And then 4th is the SPF that we talked about, and it's a gentle SPF, so it's going to sit well with the rest of their regimens. And none of these are oily by any means, so this should not make their skin oily. So another thing with Soothe, there's times with other regimens where, let's say they don't necessarily have sensitive skin before, and they start Redefine or Reverse, and maybe they're having a little bit of a reaction to it. It's just their skin's not used to it yet. First off, they should ease into every regimen. You should always ease into it, and the instructions say that just to make sure your skin can get used to it. However, a great thing to add to it is number 2 and number 3. Depending on the person, if they're getting maybe a little bit of red bumps, not necessarily acne, but just a little bit of irritation to the regimens, this goes a long way. So they don't have to actually stop the regimen that they're using. They can continue using it and just use this for a little bit. They don't need it the whole time. Just use this until it clears up, and then they're fine. So this is awesome. And if people start on either regimen and just they get a little bit dry for whatever reason, again, rare, but it sometimes happens, and I recommend the replenishing cream to them. So there's Soothe. Next, I'll do Reverse. So there's 2 Reverse regimens. The first one I'm going to talk about is Reverse Brightening. And this is the regimen that I actually started when I first joined Rodan Fields. And I loved my results. I was blown away by this regimen. So this is for, I should say, the appearance of skin dullness, discoloration, and uneven skin tone. So you know what I'm talking about. Maybe some brown patches, or you just look at their skin and it's not one tone. It's not nice and even looking. This could be caused just from age. It could be caused from sun damage, lots of things. So this is going to really brighten their complexion and give them that glow. So the first one is the Deep Exfoliating Wash. Love this wash. It's a very good exfoliator to help get all the dirt and grime off of their face. And it's going to leave their skin feeling super fresh and clean to start the next step. The next one is the toner. So this toner is just step 2. It's going to, again, prep their skin to really absorb the following ingredients to really give them the best results. So every step is super important. It's been formulated the right way, in a specific way, to give them these results. So never skip a step. So after the brightener, the brightening toner, it's a dual brightening complex. So this right here, it comes with 2 little tubes. And these are to be used as step 3, and you use them together at the same time. So the reason that they're separated is to keep them more potent. If they were to combine these, they wouldn't work as well. They would lose a lot of their active ingredients, and so it's best to keep them separate until you actually apply them. So a little goes a long way. Again, you just do a little dime size amount on your finger of each little tube, and then you mix it together and apply it to your face. So this is a vitamin C formula and a retinol formula. Retinol is one of the main and top ingredients for anti-aging. So yes, reverses for sun damage, but it also has anti-aging benefits because of that retinol. So really, really great one. And then the last step is the SPF. So the SPF is important in all of the regimens, but I'd say in reverse, especially the SPF, you cannot forget it. So you're getting rid of your sun damage, and if you're trying to use the regimen but you're not covering your face with the SPF, you're not doing yourself any good. You're just creating more sun damage as you're trying to erase the old one. So this is extremely important. And during the day, if you're going to be in the sun, obviously it's best to wear a hat, cover up. But if not, this is an SPF 50 to make sure you have the best coverage. So very important, especially with reverse. And then the second part of reverse is the lightening regimen. So just like the other regimen, it comes with 4. And, the first and the last are the same. So I should have kept that out. So the wash is the exact same for both regimens. And then the difference are the next 2 steps. So there's the skin lightening toner and the skin lightening treatment. This is for those intense, stubborn, dark brown spots. So I'll tell you a little bit about myself. I had sun damage and brown spots all over my face. You can find my before and after results out there. And I used this regimen. Yes, it does work for those sun damaged spots. I used it for 12 weeks, and most of my sun damage was all gone. I had a few spots that were, it's over here, I don't know if you can see it. It's mostly gone. It is just that big stubborn one that I couldn't get rid of with this other reverse, and I had to switch to the lightening regimen. It's more intense, it's more specific for those stubborn spots. And when I say intense, it doesn't mean it's worse for your skin or by any means. It just means it's going to work a little bit harder to get those stubborn brown spots. So how do you know which regimen to recommend? First, there's the solutions tool on your website. Always take advantage of this. It's really great. Someone can go on, answer questions, and it'll recommend a regimen to them. If someone just says they have brown spots that they want to get rid of, and it's specific to those spots and dark marks and things like that, it could be post-acne marks, anything that has dark spots, I'd go with the lightening regimen. That's the more intense one. If it's just an overall brightening of your complexion, go with the reverse brightening. So some people, another thing to ask them, if they have sensitive skin. So if they have a lot of sun damage, but they say, I have really sensitive skin or I have really dry skin, I personally will start them on this reverse because, like me, I was able to get rid of a lot of the sun damage with it, and then for the more intense ones, I had to use the next regimen. But I just feel like it's good to prep your skin, get your skin used to a regimen before you start that one if you have sensitive skin, if you know that. Another thing, they could use it with Soothe if they just wanted to go right to it and they were reacting. I mean, they can always just try it and start it because, like I said, there's a 60-day money-back guarantee. They can send it back and switch to reverse or switch to the other reverse, whatever they want to do. So yeah, there's that. But overall, most people react totally fine starting the lightening regimen. So now you can kind of have a basic idea of which regimen to recommend to them depending on their sun damage or their skin complexion needs. Okay, next I'm going to talk about Unblemish. So Unblemish is for acne and post-acne marks. Dr. Rodan and Fields, before they started Rodan and Fields, were most well known for their other line called Proactive. I'm sure you've heard of it. So that is specifically for acne. So a lot of people will wonder, what's the difference between Proactive and Unblemish? And the difference is Proactive is acid-based and Unblemish is sulfur-based. So they're formulated totally different and they're going to work differently. So just because Proactive didn't work for someone doesn't mean Unblemish isn't going to work for them. In fact, Unblemish probably will work for them because they've reformulated it and improved it to better suit all types of acne causes and needs. So the first step in Unblemish is the acne treatment sulfur wash. So first, wash your face with this. Follow it with the toner, the clarifying toner. Again, apply this with the gauze pads. And every step is very important. Do not skip steps. The next one is step 3. It's the dual intensive acne treatment. So this is a pump. And like the reverse line, the reason they do this is to keep the ingredients the most potent. So they keep them, they're sealed. You can, I mean, it's a clear tube around it, but the product itself is inside an enclosed casing. So it's not exposed to sunlight and it's going to keep the products much stronger and the active ingredients to their full capacity. So you're going to want to do one pump of each, combine, rub it to your face, apply it to your whole face. And this is going to help tremendously to clear up that acne. And then the last step is an oil-controlled lotion. A lot of people with acne also have oily skin, and this is going to help control that oil, and it also has an SPF in it. So a few things with Unblemish that I would like to go over. When to recommend Unblemish: if you have more than 5 blemishes a month, you need this line. Okay, if you have less than 5, then you don't necessarily need it. Maybe you could use just the pump or just the wash and get some benefits from it. The other thing with Unblemish is people just need to be patient with this. Acne is just a more tricky one, I should say. Everybody's reaction to the products are different because their acne is different. It can be caused by so many different things: stress, hormones. It can be deep down under the skin. Acne can develop for up to 2 weeks before it actually reaches the surface. So some people will experience results right away and their acne clears up in a week and they don't go back. Some people, however, I've known people where it's taken 5 months on Unblemish to really get that clear, glowing skin. Doesn't mean they didn't see improvements before, but for them to be clear, it took 5 months. So you just need to be patient. Acne's trickier. This regimen is actually, what it's doing is bringing your acne to the surface. So you may have a bunch of acne underneath your skin that you don't know you have. You start the regimen and it comes out and you think, oh my gosh, this is making it worse. It's not. That means it's working. That is a good sign. Keep going, because that just means you're on the purge cycle. Keep going, keep using the product, and pretty soon it's all going to come out and your face will be clear. It's worth it, I promise. It may not seem like it for a second, but just really help out your PCs to know that. Make sure you tell them up front. I've found that if I forget to tell that to someone and it does happen to them, they're less likely to respond well if I say, oh, that's normal, that's the purge. And it's like, you're just trying to save face. I mean, not everyone says that. I'm just throwing it out there that it's always best to be upfront from the beginning and tell them you may experience this. If you do, it's okay, and that means it's working. Be consistent, be persistent, keep going, and it'll work. And just make sure you're upfront with this one, because this one has incredible results. Some people need to be patient. So there is Unblemish. So next, I would like to go into Redefine. And I'd say this is like the mother of all Rodan and Fields products. This is this is the ultimate one where you want to lead to. I mean, you may need to start with Soothe, and then from there you have some sun damage. You'll address your sun damage issues. But Redefine, I mean, it's forever. Redefine is for the appearance of lines, pores, and loss of firmness. So it starts with a daily cleansing mask. So you'll put this on, and I mean, it's a mask. So leave it on for 5-10 minutes. I usually will put it on, brush my teeth, do what I like, just get ready for bed, and then whether I jump in the shower to wash it off or I wash it off in the sink, but give it some time, it'll work better. Second, you'll follow it up with the toner. This is a pore minimizing toner. And again, every step is super important to receive the ultimate results. So you'll want to follow it up with this. And another thing, if you're using the toner and you have your gauze pad and you are applying it, you take it away and you see some makeup residue on there, not good. That means you did not get your makeup good enough off before you started the regimen. So that's really important to make sure that your skin is absorbing all of the ingredients and getting the most out of these products. Make sure your face is very clean before starting the regimen. So next, like I said, pore minimizing toner. And then from there, this one is actually a 3-step regimen in a way, because there's a AM cream and a PM cream. And I'm really sorry, but my PM cream is all gone. And I have it on order, so I don't have it with me right now. But the tube looks exactly like this, but it says PM instead of AM. So in the morning, you'll use this one. It's a moisturizing cream that has all the anti-aging benefits, and it has an SPF of 30 in it. And then the PM is one of my favorite products, I would say, hence why it's gone. I use it every night. My husband uses it every night. And it's a very good one to add to any of the other regimens. So like the Soothe Moisturizer, I will recommend both of those moisturizers to people if they're experiencing dryness with the reverse regimen. So both of those are really good moisturizers to add to the regimens. And then lastly, I'm going to talk about the AMP MD system. So this is one of Rodan and Field's most popular products. When you sell a regimen, always try to sell it with the AMP MD system, because they're gonna get way better results if they're using this. It's going to increase their results by up to 50% for 2 reasons. First, so you can see this roller, I don't know if it'll focus, but there's 200 little micro needles on there. It's really gentle. What you do, you rub it on your face. You want to go in like an X formation, and you have your 4 spots. You have your forehead, your cheeks, and your chin, and you're just going to roll on your face in the middle of your regimens. So the 2 things it's going to do is, 1, help your products get deeper, which is ultimately going to give you better results because your skin is absorbing the products deeper. Second, it's going to naturally prompt your skin to promote more collagen. So that's what's going to firm your skin and get rid of those wrinkles. So really cool. This roller can be used with 2 of the regimens. Okay, this is important. So you can use the roller with Redefine, and you want to. This always comes after the toner. So you use step 1, step 2, the toner, the roll, and then you use 3 and 4 for any of the regimens. Okay, so this one works great with Redefine, and also with the reverse brightening. It is not to be used with reverse lightening. It has not. That just might be too much for someone's skin, too irritable, and we do not recommend that at all. This roller is great for the brightening and for Redefine. So, and this roller will last for 1 to 2 years, depending on how well you take care of it. So when you buy the AMP MD system, it comes with, it depends how you buy it first off. If you just buy it regular, it's going to come with this little case, the roller, and it's going to come with night renewing serum and some cleaning tabs. Okay, so if you're using this with Redefine, sorry, you're going to do step 1, step 2, you're going to roll, then you're going to do step 3, and then you're going to end it with the night renewing serum. And these are little blue capsules. And you tear off the top, you just twist and tear and apply the serum. Really awesome. So if you order this in a bundle with Reverse, the only difference is it does not come with the night renewing serum because you don't need it. This is filled with retinol, which I told you is that really main and active ingredient for anti-aging. And Reverse Brightening already comes with retinol. So you don't need this. You're already getting those benefits. And each regimen is formulated with a specific amount of each ingredient to give you the best results, that you don't want to mess with that. So The night renewing serum only comes in the bundle with Redefine. You do not need it with Reverse, so if you buy it with Reverse, it only comes with the roller and the cleansing tablets. So you'll see they look like it comes like this inside. You just tear off a little corner and you open it, and it's a little tab in there, okay? And you're gonna drop this in here and fill it with water to that line. And then you're going to let this soak for 15 minutes to clean your roller. That's how you clean it. So let it soak for 15 minutes and then rinse it off, and voila, nice and clean for you. There is the AMP MD system. And lastly, I'm just going to go over a few of our other side products. First, the gauze pads. Okay, so when I was talking about applying your toners, you want gauze pads to apply those with. These gauze pads are amazing. I will admit something to you. I definitely look for the best deal on anything, and I am a pretty cheap person. And when I first joined, I was trying to save money any way I could, and I knew I needed some gauze pads to apply my toner, but I thought, well, I'll just buy them on Amazon. It's just like any hospital-grade gauze pad, right? So I did, and I used them for a while, and whatever, I didn't really know. And then one month, I decided to order these, and oh my gosh, these are so much better. Yes, they're gauze pads, but these are so soft. The other gauze pads are a little scratchy, the hospital grade ones, so it's not like they felt great on your face. These are so soft and just put your toner on really smooth. And the reason we use gauze pads instead of a like cotton ball or anything like that is this is not going to soak up all the products. It's going to make your toner last a lot longer because it's not absorbing and soaking that liquid. So gauze pads to apply your toner is what we recommend. Second, another one is the microdermabrasion paste. Okay, this is amazing, and it is an exfoliating scrub. So you can use it on your face, on your body, and it's just really intense, and it's incredible. Your face will seriously feel so soft after. I love this stuff. And I use it every 2 to 3 days. Just to really give my face a good cleaning, and every time I'm shocked by how soft my face is. I love this stuff. So we have it in a tub that you can buy, and this lasts a long time. This tub will last you between, I would say, at least 6 months. Honestly, mine lasted me 10 months, I believe, and I use it every 3 days. So this is going to last you a long time. And it also comes, you can buy these little packets for the microdermabrasion paste to give out as samples. So really cool if you just want to give someone a try. And then next is, I want to hurry and go over our foam tanner. Amazing. I have tried so many foam tanners because I love looking tan. And I hate the sun damage. It's like the worst scenario. So I've tried so many, and I love this one because it honestly does not make your skin orange. If you're familiar with foam tanners, a lot of them you need to use a mitt to apply the tanner, or else it may go on streaky, or it's just kind of an orange look, and the mitt will help it apply it on evenly. And so I just assumed the same was this one, and I bought a mitt, and I tried it, and one day I didn't have my mitt, and I applied it without it, and you do not need a mitt for this. This goes on so evenly. Just pump, apply it. I even do 2 big pumps, put it all over my face, and no streaks, and I'm not lying. For those of you who have used foam tanners, you know what I'm talking about. Because faces are tricky with foam tanners, because with streaks, the orangeness, but I promise you, this one, it doesn't. It's so good. So there's my plug for foam tanner. I love this, and I use this as an incentive a lot. Like if you order as a PC today, I'll give you a free foam tanner. Things like that, because it's at a good price point for consultants, and people love it. Who doesn't want to look tan? So is our Active Hydration Serum. This is one of Rodan & Field's most recent products, and it's amazing, okay? So this is different from a moisturizer. It's actually hydrating your skin. So just one single use with this serum will increase your hydration levels by up to 200%, just from one use. So what you're gonna do is open this, and you can see that. You just pump it onto your hand, rub it on your face, okay? So really easy to use, and dehydrated skin equals wrinkles, kind of dull-looking skin. It makes you look older, and we've found that if you include this with any of your regimens, and you can use this with any of the regimens, if you include it with it, you'll see huge benefits with wrinkles. There's people with like forehead wrinkles that are just diminishing in a few days. I mean, This stuff is the real deal, and it's hydrating your skin instantly after one use. So, amazing. Lastly, my other favorite is Lash Boost. So, Lash Boost, if you're familiar with lash serums, it's also different. This is the only lash product on the market that not only makes your lashes longer, but it also makes your lashes darker and fuller as well. No other lash products can say that. So, it's a pretty good size tube and will last, they say 2 months. I think you can last a little longer, but then you just want to make sure that you are getting new products to make sure that this will last 2 to 3 months. And it's incredible. You just use it one swipe a night. It's really easy. A lot of the other lash serums on the market are like mascaras, and a lot of people don't like that. So make sure you're telling them that this is just like applying an eyeliner. It's super easy and you just do it at night. People love that. And then there's the lip renewing serum. That is like the night renewing serum in the sense that it comes in a little capsule. And I don't know if you can see that. And then you rip off the top and again just apply it to your lips. Second is the eye cream. Love, love, love this stuff. This is for the appearance of crow's feet, puffiness, dark circles, you know. I personally have always had dark circles under my eyes my whole life. My dad has them, my family, I mean, we all just look tired all the time. And this was one I was really excited about. And as you can see right now, I don't have any dark circles. Or maybe I do, because I have a little baby and I was awake all night. But it doesn't look like it. And to me, I don't think I have them because you should have saw what I used to look like. I used to go into work and people would say, you look so tired. And I'm like, no, I slept great last night, thanks. But seriously, I have noticed the biggest difference with this eye cream and I love it. So this is a really, really great product. And then lastly are our eye cloths. So what these are makeup remover cloths. The reason we call them eye cloths is because with Rodan and Fields, the ultimate goal is to get to the point where you don't even need makeup. So they're not makeup remover cloths because essentially you don't need makeup. So one of the biggest things, you want to make sure you're removing all of your makeup off before you start a regimen. It's going to make your regimen work so much better, you'll see better results, and your skin will react better. So make sure you're always removing all your makeup off first before starting any regimen. Lastly, these have peptides in them as well. So as you remove your makeup, you're also getting that anti-aging benefit. I hope that answered all your questions. Feel free to reach out to me or your sponsor if you have any other questions, and I'm really excited for you. Welcome to the Rodan and Fields family.